Manini Awali.
And hopefully the wind doesn't make our sound too garbly.
Yeah.
But we got a mic with a dead cat on it, so that should help with that little problem.
Yep. And now we're taking the upper view up here at the if you guys have been to Kua Bay, it's up near the showers, looking out down over the beach. That way you guys can get a better view.
Yeah, we figured on the sand you might miss some stuff.
Yeah.
So, and everybody's just getting ready to pack it in. The sun, it looks like it's going to come out between the clouds. I don't know whether it's going to last out there or not, but we will see. And
so we went a little early for the 7 people that were waiting because you guys get the treat. So
right. You get an extra 3 or 4 minutes with us. And it's Brad. He says, aloha, Aziz.
Aloha.
It's good to see you.
Hey, so you want to give him a view up and down the coast over here like we do?
I can do that, yep.
Hey, before we do that, can I just tell Brad something?
You could probably tell 13 of your 14 of your friends
Okay,
now.
so for those of you guys, and some of you guys will tune in tomorrow when it's not live anymore, but Brad's our guy, and he had told us a long time ago, don't leave right after sunset because sometimes the sky explodes in color. Well, we were at Ka'alu'u Beach Park the other day doing our mahalo party for our Best of Kona Fest. And then all of a sudden the sun set down and everyone starts to walk sideways and all of a sudden purple everywhere. It went nuts. And one of the people at the thing said, you know, your friend Brad says never walk away from a sunset. I'm like, you know, he's a smart man. And we sat there for another 20 minutes watching it just unfold across it. So this fog in the air that you're seeing right now is, you know, it creates these opportunities for like really pretty colors. So we'll stay as long as we can. Unless we get kicked out. I think they're closing the park at 7.
No, we'll make it before 7.
Okay, cool. So, give them a scoop down the thing.
We're going to do a little spin here. So we've got, let's see here. We got going all the way down this way. And I would say there's, a little sand here and there. It almost looks like we get a little more sand.
It's not as bad as it's been, but it's not yet as good as it's going to be in June.
Yeah, that's true. And I wouldn't say it's warm today, though.
No, I'm wearing a scarf.
Ta-da! And then we're going to come this way. There's still people on the beach, but
it looks like they've got some more sand over there than the last time I was here.
You could still be in the water, and it would still be a blustery, probably 80 degrees right now.
Yeah.
So all in all, I'd say it's a nice day to be at the beach. And of course, that tree that everybody knows.
Okay, can you show me that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I went back. Yes, go back. Yeah.
Okay, you guys. Here's a little tiporama for Kua. Cammy said she's glad to see you, that you're up and around.
Yeah,
I had to drag him here, Tam. So if you guys get here early, get the seat under that tree. I got a chance to do that for my birthday. It was like a little it's the only shade on this entire beach.
It's kind of like you're like the little.
It's your own cabana.
You're like the little king of the beach or something like that. What it is. So all right, we got people talking. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right, so going back, we've got let's see. Dun, 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 dun. It says, Brad, he was the first one that says, hope you're feeling better. And the answer is yes to all of you. I am feeling better. I have been down for 2 weeks, and I am now up. Antibiotics are kicking in. I'm feeling better. I would not say that I am fully functioning by any means, but I am up for at least 20 minutes at a shot, which is pretty good. And
so Eric had pneumonia, you guys.
Yeah, it was just the beginning stages, so it wasn't terrible.
But he was hacking that along, not feeling good.
And the fever makes you stupid. You have trouble thinking after that one. So let's see. And then we've got Dean says, nice. Chris, our buddy, says aloha from San Antonio.
Yay, Chris!
And Jay says, glad to see you're feeling better, Eric. Yes, it is good to be up. Tammy says, nice to see the sun. We are having thunderstorms on the east side. And they do have a tendency to have those every so often. And Gerard says, please send hello to Brazil.
Brazil!
We don't see that very often.
Yeah.
And Lance Bond says, aloha from the Bond family.
Yay. I think those guys are, Lance, aren't you coming out in the next month or two? We're looking forward to hopefully seeing you when you're here.
Oh, yeah. And Brad says that was 25 months ago.
Whoa.
Good memories. Was that when we were locked down? We started?
Yeah, it's lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, Brad was one of the first people on this whole live experience. Remember that?
Yeah. And here we are.
How long ago? 25 months later.
And then they're not bad, though. It's been a...
Yeah, for those of you who are joining us who might not know, Eric and I started this right when lockdown started. I think at the end of March, 2020. And we started...
Wait. I have to clarify a little bit. Julie says, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do a sunset every night from now on. Are you kidding me? That's so many sunsets. How the heck are we going to do that?
You know what happened was, I'll tell you guys a little interesting story as you're watching the sunset. So Eric and I, we're in this beautiful home, right? and it's got this amazing view. And it always feels like we have to give back to the world for how lucky we were to get this home with this amazing view. And so I said, you know what, we have to show gratitude and aloha. And if we let other people see this view that we get every day, especially during lockdown, I think it's a good energetic circle of aloha. So I said, you know, let's do this live sunset. I don't know if I said right away, let's do it every day.
You said it pretty close.
Okay, I'm like, well, since we're in lockdown, let's do this like consistently. So I think we ended up doing it for what, like 5 months straight?
Yeah, it was
every single day.
Yep. And now here it is. We do it once a week.
Once
now.
a week. So
Just
you guys
to
can count. So we were making it a point to count on it so you guys get the Sunday sunset.
Yeah, and it's nice. And last week I think it rained last week. Wasn't that the one where it was raining?
Yeah. We did it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. So look at the sun's coming out.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And you know what? My favorite part is when the water pulls off of the sand, and then you get that beautiful reflection on the sand.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. Very nice. So I hope everyone had a good week.
It's Lay Day.
Oh, it's Lay Day. We're trying not to cough, but yes, that was good. And since I didn't get out there too much this week, Julie, what happened this week then?
Well, okay, so Tammy's on board here. So what Eric and I were supposed to have done today is we were supposed to go to Hilo and actually be part of a lei festival and film what was going on there. And one of the things that they were going to do and tell us more about so I could share it with all of you guys was what it takes to actually make classic lei, traditional cultural lei. And my friend Tammy, who is running the 365 Hilo groups, Hilo 365 things to do in Hilo, and also the 365 Hilo newbies group. So she took over from us, and that was very nice of you. Thank you, Tammy, for saving the day for that. And so she's gotten some videos, so hopefully we'll get a chance to share that out. But they were doing the whole hula thing with the lei making. It was a festival, and they really want to make this thing pop next year again. So it was kind of smaller because of COVID again this year, but next year, woo! So if you happen to be on the island and you really want to see some culture, the Hawaiian culture of lei making and some hula, coming out on May 1st, Lei Day. In Hilo next year, we'll do a bunch of promotion for them. If you guys want to do it, we'll be there. So, you know what? Seeing traditional Hawaiians make
leis,
it's not traditional Hawaiians because
no,
Hawaiians are normally traditional, but
you see traditional Hawaiian leis.
See, and also hear the stories and talk story to the people who are the artisans who are making the lei. Because most people think of lei as like taking some plumeria and stringing some dental floss around it, but the cordage that is needed is usually stripped from a hau tree. And we were going to do that too. And then, this COVID thing has really kicked our asses, you guys, on this Lei Day this year. But next year, we're going to show you guys how to strip it, show it. And when you get a traditional lei, or not, what's it called? Lei, not popo? Popo. It's a head lei. Sometimes they're called haku, but that's an actual style of a lei that you wear around your head. But the seeds and the different kinds of flowers, it goes far more than taking some dental floss and stringing plumeria leaves. It is an art form. So hopefully we'll bring you guys that a little bit more in the future.
Hear, hear. Very good explanation on that too. All right, so we've got Tammy said it was fantastic. A mini Mani Monarch Festival, editing now, planning starting in June. And aloha, Eric and Julie from Bruce and Jan in Keauhou. Hope you're feeling better.
Bruce Prunk.
There you go.
Okay, I had to give a shout out for Bruce and Jan, man, you guys. We put on that Best of Kona Festival about, 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And Bruce, he was my guy, standing guard at the Kona Inn bar when they shut it down. And those guys just told me that this is an interesting story. So we thought that maybe they were a little overwhelmed. What was happening is that the bar shut down for a little bit because the people behind the bar didn't know how to change out the CO2 tanks.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Oh my God.
So they had to go over to the canoe house and ask somebody over there, can you come over and do our tanks? So it took 40 minutes for those guys to make it happen. So some people are like, oh my gosh, the bar was shut down. I was like, well, this is what happens with lack of training and staffing. But Bruce and another woman were left to make sure that people didn't storm the gates of the bar.
Nothing like storming the gates at a restaurant trying to get served alcohol.
Like, give me a drink. So thank you, Bruce and Jan. Both of these guys, great couple. Love them because they volunteered and stayed to the bitter end.
And I think you should give a shout out to all your volunteers.
All my volunteers. 60 people showed up.
And remember, I don't know if you guys recall what happened, but it was a festival at the Kona Inn. And there was 400 people that attended, and you had how many bands? 6, 7 bands?
7 bands,
Seven
fashion show.
Fashion shows with all kinds of stuff. It was cool, but it took a lot to put it on. And Julie's volunteer stepped in and kicked butt. Even we were out there in 9 o'clock in the rain, breaking everything down.
Yeah.
I think that might have done me in, actually.
I know, actually, when Eric first got sick. But I'll tell you guys, I was thinking about the level of like energy it takes to put an event on like that.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of money to be made in how much actually energy goes into that. But I was thinking, you know what? It's like Aloha. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that community was created, friends were made, people stepped up.
Yeah.
They were able to be heroes for the day. And you know what? There's like 15 people out of that I would like to invite to like a special event where we train on putting up 10 by 10 tents and breaking down 6-foot tables.
Well, I'll tell you, if we do another event, I got a 20 by 30 sitting in the garage right now. That's ready to go up.
So,
that was kind of the joke of this huge tent to go
we
up.
had this huge tent, you guys. So, so again, if you happen to be in Kona next spring, we don't know what we're going to do for next year, but you know what? One thing about volunteering, I was telling someone about this yesterday. When you give of your time, the gift and joy that is received from the person you're giving it to also comes back to you because you feel good giving back to it as well. And you know what? Again, it goes back to the circle of Aloha. If you give of your time, your expertise, your knowledge, your love, it comes back double.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. That's why we do what we do. We'd be
Yeah.
surprised at all the good stuff that
I
happens.
volunteer my face off because it is like a joyful experience to keep finding ways to give back to this island.
Yeah.
And I have my little cadre of like people say, you know what are you doing next I can get involved with? That there's nothing better. I don't, if anything I've created on this island, nothing better than the circle of people saying, you know what, I just want to do something good for other people in this island. And it's amazing.
Here, 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 here. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You guys get a little bit of a quick zoom in while the sun comes up. Whoa, just this tripod's a little sticky, excuse me. Ta-da, and the sun's poking through between the different clouds. Okay, so moving forward for this week, we got a plan for this week.
We do.
Yes, we do.
It's Eric's birthday on Wednesday, you guys.
yes.
Throw up some happy birthdays to Eric.
Yes. Okay. Well, I can't do it as well as Julie just because I think her birthday lasted like 2 weeks last year. We had more parties than you could shake a
I was
stick.
in the ocean for like 6 days straight, you guys.
But that's okay. I like birthdays, but let's see. I got to get back. I got to be a little more.
gotta feel good
I got to feel a little
first,
recovery
yeah.
before I go nuts on that. But the other thing that we're going to do this week is
What?
we are going to do a spring update downtown.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Not
there's
just downtown.
all downtown.
All the experiences. Because you guys, you know what? One thing I was looking forward to and it's starting to happen, spring is bringing out some really interesting new businesses. So if you haven't been to Kona lately, we're going to be able to give you guys some opportunities to see what's coming up. Some people are still waiting for their permits, but I think that by the time they get the permits, we're going to have like probably at least 6 new places to go downtown. And also Kapiko Plaza is starting to blossom. So we're going to show you guys some of that too.
Yeah, it's all going to be good. But that's on this week. That's assuming I can actually zoom around that town and get my stuff together. So we got things going on. We got Michael says happy birthday. Lance says happy birthday.
Yay!
And Brad says Eric has a week until Wednesday for a happy birthday. Has to wait until Wednesday. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but by the time we do a sunset again, it'll be over.
Okay. So do we do it before or do it after?
What?
My birthday. We'll be.
Well,
Let's do it.
say happy birthday now.
If I was you, I'd do it before, after, and during. That's how it
May
would
should
go.
be your month.
Yes. So all right. So what else has been the happening going on?
Okay, get this.
Yeah.
Some people have been asking us, and again, so what we're decided to do, you guys, when we get people asking us a bunch of questions, we're going to start answering them on this quote, like video cast, not podcast, video cast, sunset cast, whatever you want to call it. So some people don't know what to do with their teens for this summer.
Oh, yeah.
So we have been asking people, hey, give us what you are offering to give teens an opportunity. KB Extreme has mentioned the fact that they are offering some different kinds of programs for kids to learn bowling. And Eric and I think hopefully you're going to do a video about that too, maybe?
Yeah, a little teen
Some
stuff.
different
And
things to do for teens.
yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah. And so that'll be one thing so people can keep their teenagers active this summer. Also for adults, we've got.
What do we got going on?
You know, it'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so fun to. I thought about this like 5 years ago. It was so fun one of these days to do like a 365 adult camp.
Somebody's
Like, one day go out like swimming out on the reef with a private charter boat.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun? And then like one day go hiking, and like another day do something fun.
Yeah.
The kind of like a 365 adult like experience week, kind of like a retreat, but make it so that people who want to explore all different facets of the island.
That's
get
right.
a
And you
chance
could,
to
and
go
you could
for
have a
one
night
week.
of just especially where all the best Mai
And
Tais to go to.
Mai
for example.
Tais, we bring in like a massage specialist. Make it so just like you pamper yourself, you're having a good time. Maybe like, so, that's another thing. So if anyone likes wine, there's quite a few people who do. West Side Wines, we're going to feature them too. But to do a wine tasting event too.
Oh yeah, there's a
365 wine
consistent
tasting
amount of people on this group that like wine tasting. We definitely know that.
Yeah.
We just need a place to get it done. That's all.
Yeah.
So all right, so what are we going on here? And then okay, so Brad said he has his ways to wish me happy birthday, and then Jay says I'd go to that camp. Yeah, it would be fun. Put a little music in there, you're all set, right?
Oh yeah, music too. We
Yeah.
know people who play music.
We do.
Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. I've been thinking about this for 3 or 4 years now. It'd be kind of actually really fun. So.
On top
Okay,
of
so
it.
that sun is going to dump behind that.
I know. The sad thing is guys, it's a little bit of a drive for us to come out here to the old Kua Bay. This is not a oh my gosh, but. So whether we came out here, at least you guys are getting some of the people, a
Look
little
how
bit
pretty
of
it is,
reflection.
though.
It's nice.
So hey, can you do like a
I'm-
little pinchy, just a little bit?
I just did a pinchy.
Oh, did you do pinchy?
I did. I can go back.
No,
Just-
no. On my favorite part, roll up
Okay.
of the sun beating on the sand, because that's gonna go away in about 2 minutes
Okay.
here.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, you guys, if you're on those like 75-inch television screens right now, there you go. That's the money shot right there.
Right there, coming in, and then here I'll spin around and see all the people on the beach hanging out in the water too in just a second.
Yeah, you want to give Michael a piece of it?
Yeah.
So pretend you're in Hawaii right now.
Yeah. Yep. So here we go. Everybody's kind of leaving the beach. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Sorry, I gotta zoom you down before I take you over here. Ta-da! And then we've got, we got people in the ocean, people coming out. It's just a generally end of a nice day for all
Wait,
these
but give
people.
me everything.
Oh, you want the whole? All right. All right. So we got.
You guys got to get the whole thing.
Okay. So we got the people coming
You
in.
guys, maybe some of you guys haven't been here for a
So,
while.
you guys remember the showers at all?
Yeah, those
The new showers in? What time? I'm gonna spin. Okay, well, we come around.
Okay, give them the.
Here we go. Say hi. Got people saying, look, checking out the sun over there. Good thing I don't have cords, otherwise I'd tangle myself. Oh, Julie wants to get in there.
If you remember, there was no staircase down here. This was only walking on the lava to get down to the beach. So now we've got a beautiful staircase.
And that was right in the middle of COVID. They finished that.
It's all done now.
Yeah, I remember coming out here when nobody was here, and it was all new. It was really definitely cool. All right, so we've got Bill. Bill's with us, and Bill says, "Happy Aloha Sunday, Eric. I'm glad that you are feeling better." Yes.
Yay! See, you got people who care about you.
Of course they care about
Oh,
me.
you guys are awesome.
I was so sick, I didn't even care though. I was,
Eric was seriously you guys down. I was feeding him in bed. It was bad.
yeah, it happens. Oh my gosh, I dropped it.
Cat, not the cat.
Not our cat.
Oh, here it goes.
Here it goes, right behind, right?
Okay. I should have taken that picture when I should.
You got it though. It's pretty good.
I got one, but that, man.
Yeah, we've had some crappy sunsets on our Sundays lately.
You guys, I'll have to tell you guys, I swear to God, April, the entire month of April has had rain and clouds,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
And so I was looking back over, how in memories and you get on Facebook, I keep thinking this is new. It's not new. This
always-
happens actually a lot. So I think that we're going to get more of those baking hot days probably in June. And then I bitch. Like, oh, no, it's so hot. Wait. And then it's like this. It's like 68 degrees right now. It's probably not that cold, but
Yeah.
it feels like
Well, the
it.
good news with all of that rain, I will say this, that we have some very happy, fat little cows, the little grass
Yeah.
puppies out there. They've gotten so much grass that they don't even cry in the morning anymore. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, were
yeah,
we supposed to cry? So I come out and give them an occasional, little treat, but it
Yeah.
works out pretty
So
good.
if you guys are coming in the next, there's some people who watch who are coming. If you're coming in the next month or so, at least Kona is green. Got a lot of green going on.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
now.
and we were down at the Macao running trail today.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were out there, everything was green. It looked like it's been raining hard out there. It usually is drier than dry, but
Yeah.
not these days.
So if you guys go to Old Airport, they're actually creating a new event space out on the Macao Walking Trail.
Oh, yep. They
Yeah,
they have a little
stage.
with some very nice plants around it.
Yeah, so
it's
they're-
about 3 feet above the rest of the thing. But
Yeah, so I mean, that space could probably hold 200 people.
I think maybe more than that.
Yeah, maybe 300 people. So things are happening around Kona. It's always a good day.
Yeah, and they're also getting ready to do those little running, little pit stops where you can exercise.
Oh,
like,
what's it called? Yeah, are they really? Have you seen anything?
well, I haven't seen. They're saying
There's
they're
a
gonna.
sign.
They're-
When there's a sign in Kona, it might still be 3 years out.
yeah,
So
could be. On top of that,
yeah, like the sign for new affordable housing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I always go back to housing. Hey, so on a personal note, you got 24 people here. We are launching a new business venture this week. 365 Hawaii Group.
It's not actually a new venture. It's just a new name.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, we're gonna make it public.
Same thing. We as you guys know, that Julie got her license.
My real estate license.
Real estate license, which is very exciting,
Yeah.
and I've had mine for a while, and we've always been, and she's with Keller Williams, and I'm with Keller Williams now, so we are there, and we are starting a group.
Yeah,
They-
so it's called 365 Hawaii Group, Keller Williams Realty, Big Island Division.
That's right. And then,
That's right.
So that is our plan with that. It should be good. So if you guys know anybody that needs
Looking
any
for a
real
place-
estate needs, we are well capable of handling all over the island, and we have got partners everywhere.
Yep, and it's not just us, you guys. I know you guys might think, well, how much do you guys really know? Well, we know enough people that have at least 30 or 40
Are you
years
kidding? You wrote
combined.
the book on how to move to Kona, though.
I did.
That's the good part about it. Yeah. So there we go. So Julie is now taking sunset pictures with my phone because we are now online with this phone.
You know, it's so funny that people, people will take pictures on their television screens, like Brad,
Yeah.
and send them back to me.
Well, that's very nice. That we get some good pictures.
Yeah, because it's beautiful. Even though it's kind of a little bit windy right now, it's a little chilly. It's still beautiful. You can't beat the ocean and the sun ever.
Well, and that's why at the end of the day we moved to Hawaii. I mean, at the end of the day. I mean, there it is. Let's try a little cloud action. Got some
Oh.
some water. What? It's gonna rain too.
Yeah.
Got a little rain coming just to make it even a little better. If it
But you
rains,
know what, though? I'm going to keep saying this, you guys. We talked to a Hawaiian woman that was up on the stage with me at Best of Kona Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want it to rain. And she was like full on telling me the Hawaiians love the rain because it brings life to the Aina. She said never, ever disregard the fact that water is life.
I agree with that. Water,
Right?
yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
You know,
whatever.
when I was in California, I'm like, rain, yeah. But you know, there's something. I'll tell you, my favorite time is you're going to bed and all of a sudden, and it's a Hawaiian rain that you can only get, and we have a steel roof on top of that, so we
Yeah.
really get it. Yeah, so it really makes it nice. All right, so we've got. Bill says congratulations again, Julie, and
Thank you.
Brad says when I post a picture of your sunset, people think I'm in Kona.
Yeah.
That's kind of like sneaking around and telling them different things on top of that.
You guys, again, one of my favorite things, the stories, was that people were going out and buying, like 58-inch screens during lockdown so they could see our Kona sunsets in full display color in their living rooms together.
Either that or it was some Netflix show. What was the big Netflix show during
Like
that time?
Tiger King?
Oh yeah, that was the first one. I missed that show accidentally. I don't know what happened on that.
No. So, no.
Yeah.
But I will say that being here in person, you guys are missing the tropical wind that's actually blowing across us right now, and you can smell the ocean. So
Today is like the trades. And we don't get very many trades in Kona, but this is definitely feels like the Hawaiian trades.
yeah.
I feel like I'm on a different island actually.
Okay, wait. You guys show the joy. Okay, so
okay.
one of the things I have to show you guys, these people down here on the ocean right there,
Yeah.
they're just like taking pictures,
Just-
being happy. They're only here for a short time.
And if
Wah,
that would be
wah.
us if we weren't sitting here talking to you guys. No, that's probably not. We'd probably be sitting up.
You okay? There you go. Okay, so like Brad says, we tried to stay to see the bitter end. I don't know if anything's getting better.
Oh, he says we need some smell-o-vision too on top
Oh,
of it.
that would be nice.
Yeah, it has that crisp oceany kind of smell to it. And I'll tell you, the Pacific warm water smells much different than it does in
Like in Santa
California.
Cruz, where it
Yeah.
also blows across the dying kelp that's been washed up on the shore.
it definitely has a dying kelp kind of feeling to it.
No, it's not here though.
No, I mean California, but here it has a happy, warm kind of feel to it. And my favorite of that gets me going is when we go across, coming down Ali'i, and you're driving with the windows open and the wind blows right across that little bay right there, right in town. And all of a sudden you get that super warm ocean, especially if it's been, the waves are kind of up, so you get a little bit of the cool. That's great.
Yeah. Hey, and also, if you guys are still here, and for the people who might be tuning in later, one of the things that's really coming back strong in Kona right now is the Kona Stroll. And that's going to be happening the Sunday, I think the 15th. That's coming up. And also, hey, the Big Island Chaka Festival is happening on the 14th. Eric and I actually purchased a table for our 365 people.
Oh, we got people going with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it's a sit down dinner this year. Usually it's a walk around festival, but they were developing it during COVID. So it's a sit down dinner. It's $200, but they're bringing in a few professional celebrity chocolate chefs. And that can be, so if you go, that'd be great to see you. Tickets can be purchased at BigIslandChakaFestival.com. And then also the next day is the 15th, I think. And then that's the stroll. And that goes, I think, from like 1 to 6. And my daughter actually will be part of the vendor experience. She's doing this thing called Red Ginger Cart, and she is selling Lilikoi lemonade. So, you guys, if you want to support my kid, that'd be awesome. And then also coming up on the 8th is Mother's Day.
Woo! Just when I was thinking I was doing well with my birthday, then all of a sudden Mother's Day comes screaming right up.
I asked
after
my
that.
kids, Michael, please come down to hike Polu Valley with me. And both of the teenage kids were like, all, eh. I'm like, don't I get like carte blanche on Mother's Day?
Yeah.
So
it should be fun. To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to the chocolate festival. We are going to bring a camera and take you guys, at least do a little video on what it's like to be there. Mm-hmm. That's our plan.
So it is like this little bitty little thingy out there.
All right, I'm going to try to find the little bitty part.
Okay, the little bitty sun
it's
out there.
Let's see if I can get it. I'm trying to do it. It's right. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try. This is about it's right there. See that? That is the sun. One little.
It's the sun. And a whole lot of water.
A whole lot of water. You can see it's going right down behind there, and the wind is causing the camera. It's so zoomed in, you're losing that. I'm going to have to pull back a little bit. We've only got a couple minutes left, though, and I think that's going to be
guys.
it. So enjoy your pseudo, not quite perfect sunset that might be better next week.
Yeah, hopefully as we're heading into, June.
June?
When does it ever get perfect?
Well,
okay, I'll tell you guys, there are days where that sun is beating on your face at sunset, and you're like this, oh, this is horrible. And then you're like during this time, oh, it's cold.
Yeah. So all right, wait, but the reason part of that is also our volcano has been definitely going off on a regular basis. It is consistently flowing in the crater at this particular time.
In fact, you guys, if you guys get a chance, if you haven't been around for a while, there's so much lava flowing into that lava lake that it has now almost reached the top of the actual level of the crater floor.
Yeah, it's coming up. So that we need to go there and check that out.
I know. I mean, the fact is, it might spill out onto the crater floor in Hale Mau Mau. That's pretty awesome.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you guys don't have any more questions, if anyone has any questions about life, let us know. And we answer live. I'm telling people this.
Okay.
We will answer questions live if people have questions. I'll tell you guys, I ordered catering food from Broke Them Out for my party the other day, and it was exceptional. They broke the mouth.
They're back in their original
little strip mall shelves.
Strip mall shelves.
But they are really well known for their furikake chicken. And I'll tell you guys, got their little furikake chicken bits over their famous little. They have these like little waffle, not even waffle. They're like these little French fries that are actually shaped like almost like potato chips. And then they put the furikake chicken over these potato chips, and then smear the whole thing like in this aioli, like amazing sauce with the furikake. Oh, it's so good. And they were amazing to work with. Not only did we get all the furikake chicken, we also got kalua pork, and we also got their vegetables. So if you guys have a party coming up, I have to admit these guys did it good. All my friends and the volunteers were happy or just to have that kind of food. So.
I ate it for a couple of meals in a row.
Yeah, we took home the extras. So anyway, there's your restaurant tip for the night. So
with that, all right, we'll say aloha.
Aloha.